Mafia tailgate table dives will soon have a new location. The Bills reached agreement with the state of New York on a new $1.4 billion stadium in Orchard Park that could open as soon as 2026. Also potentially staying put, Jimmy Garoppolo. Niners general manager John Lynch said Monday that he does not expect to release the quarterback if no trade partner is found. So we could see another Jimmy G versus Trey Lance quarterback battle in San Francisco come training camp. Elsewhere, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says Pro Bowl receiver Amari Cooper was traded to Cleveland for one reason: money. With Cooper making $20 million in 2022, Jones said Monday, quote, "We made a decision that allocation should be better spent." And not a bad day for the Motor City. The Lions were announced Monday as the featured team for this summer's Hard Knocks TV series on HBO, while Detroit also named as the host for the 2024 NFL Draft. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
The following message was paid for by Superior Home Buyers. Do you have a home to sell in bad condition? Call Superior Home Buyers. We'll give you a cash offer in as little as 24 hours. You don't have to worry about fixing it up. We'll even clean the property. We buy houses for cash in as little as 7 days. No commissions, no fees, no hassle. Call for a free cash offer now. 800-537-4898. 800-537-4898. Get a fair cash offer fast. Call 800-537-4898.
If you have a small business, Staples has your sign.
Banners for my bakery?
Staples has your sign.
Oh, posters for my new pet store.
Floor decals for a pharmacy.
Every day, Staples associates help every kind of small business create bold signs to make big impressions. And now get $10 off custom signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. This is your sign, so print it big at Staples. Ends 5/28. Visit staplesconnect.com/thisisyoursign for details.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. Happy Tuesday to you, 29th day of March, 2022. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Caroll. You almost got me away from the chair in the newsroom. Almost.
Hey, well, at least you didn't fall off the stool the way you usually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't want to shock anybody.
We had to put a safety belt in for Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And the helmet.
Yes. Anyway, people still talking about the Academy Awards. I do not watch awards programs. I'm sorry. There's too many egos, too many people dislocating a shoulder, patting themselves on the back, and just a little bit too self-serving. Though I have heard that Chris Rock and Will Smith will be doing a movie together, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can hardly wait.
Yeah. And the word is that that was probably a planned prank.
Well, he hit him pretty good.
Yeah. That was just the extra, the creme.
Yes. Well, it typically something like that, might be planned if one or both of them, career was in decline, but they're both riding high.
Yeah, one of them's stinging a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. We've got some birthdays to celebrate today.
Yes, the Big Shot birthday.
Okay, the Big Shot birthdays. Comedian Eric Idle is 79. Vangelis, the composer of Chariots of Fire, 79. Singer Bobby Kimball of Toto, 75. Actor Bud Cort, 74. Actor Brendan Gleeson is 67. Actor Marina Sirtis is 67. Actor Christopher Lambert, 65. Model Elle McPherson is 59. Actor Annabella Sciorra is 58. Singer, harmonica player John Popper of Blues Traveler, 55. Actor Lucy Lawless, Xena, Warrior Princess, 54. Actor Megan Hilty is 41. We've got local birthdays coming up. Here's an idea, something special. Visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma, the Peanut Patch. It's an extraordinary place. And, well, they've got so many things, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch, homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. They make their own fresh English toffee. Pecan turtles made from a special recipe starting from scratch. Yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, almonds, and more. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, Google the Peanut Patch. Find them on the web, thepeanutpatch.com. You'll get directions, and then spend a day at the Peanut Patch. They are open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great way to spend some time. And by the way, great gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the world. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Ana Flores, Victoria Valencia, Arlene Ponce, Awilda Sanchez, Cristina Estrada, Joey Gutierrez, John Armas, Johnny Keating, Joseph Guerrero and his son, Jacob Guerrero, Marco Perez, Mary Hickey, Sergio Avila, Talia Risen, Tim Stillman, and Ronnie Golden. Happy birthday from KXO. And many returns. A famous painting of Marilyn Monroe by Andy Warhol is heading to auction. It's expected to fetch $200 million, which would be the most expensive piece of 20th century art ever sold. Now, I understand all the proceeds will go to charities that benefit educational programs. But I'm thinking, apparently those programs don't warn about spending $200 million on a painting. Boy.
And relatively recent painting in comparison to the classics and whatnot.
Yeah, that'd be a record for 20th century. So,
yeah, sure.
Well. And do you remember, did you take the SATs or the ACTs?
Yes, I remember that I took them, but don't ask me about them now.
Okay, well, we took ACTs, and but the California State University has now announced that no longer will they be using the SAT or ACT test for admission. So you know what they're going to do?
They're going to come up with a new acronym, that's for sure.
No, they're going to hold you upside down and shake. If enough money drops out, you're in.
Yeah. Well, isn't that how it works? I mean, that's how they instruct the Hollywood crowd instructed us on.
Oh, well, yeah, that was a whole different ballgame as far as, I'll donate $250,000 and you tell everybody that my daughter is a champion crew rower, and everybody's happy. Wink, wink, smile, smirk, right?
Yeah. Got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
And so many of the people just couldn't believe there was anything wrong with that.
No, it was an everyday affair.
Yes. Okay, we've got news and stuff. Are you ready?
We do. We're ready.
Okay, let's get into the news. A look at World in California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Give Lock a call. Get that air conditioner tuned up before it gets hot.
CBS News special report. Turkey's foreign minister calls it the most significant progress since the war broke out in Ukraine. Correspondent Cammie McCormick on the latest from a new round of talks in Turkey. Russia says it will fundamentally cut back operations around Kiev and Chernihiv. Its military has been stalled in both places. This concession, after talks in Istanbul, could be a sign of progress, but there are still areas of concern in the south, and the Pentagon has not confirmed these reports. NATO Supreme Commander General Todd Walters is testifying before Congress about the war. He was asked if more U.S. troops may be sent to Europe.
That number could change. I suspect that it probably will, and in which direction will be will be determined based off the environment.
The Dutch Foreign Affairs Ministry says the Netherlands has just expelled 17 suspected Russian spies posing as diplomats. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, rain moving out, more dry conditions moving into the state. Governor Gavin Newsom Monday calling on water suppliers to move to level 2 of their water shortage contingency plans. In Santa Clara County, they've already been asking residents to cut usage by 15%.
We didn't have the miracle March that we had hoped for. We had record dry weather in January, February, and March, and we're heading into the dry months now. So everybody should know that this is a serious situation.
Data showing January, February, and March were the driest first 3 months of the year in state history. Will Smith's mother speaking out about what happened at the Oscars Sunday night, saying it was out of character for him to hit someone, no less on live television.
He is a very even people person, and that's the first time I've ever seen him go off. The first time in his life.
Despite the incident in which Smith slapped comedian Chris Rock, Carolyn Smith says she's proud her son finally earned an Oscar. Drying conditions today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Nerds. Dreaming of adventure beyond your backyard? NerdWallet can help you compare and find the smartest credit cards to get there. Use NerdWallet to compare travel cards with bonus miles to go from working from home to relaxing far, far away. Then use NerdWallet to compare cashback cards and turn everyday purchases into a beachside cabana big enough for the whole family.
Or sand for the third tower.
She's the only boss you'll be answering to this week. Nice castle. Compare your way there. Find the smartest financial products for you on NerdWallet.
Jackson Hewitt needs you to know 3 things about filing taxes this year. 1, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table. 2, you have to file for them to make sure you get the right amount. 3, a Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help track down every credit you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, going to school, and so much more. You don't want to miss out on thousands. Jackson Hewitt knows that. Discover thousands in tax credits and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. Speaking of Tuesday morning, it's the 29th of March. It is Vietnam Veterans Day. Here's more on that story.
Today is Vietnam Veterans Day. Vietnam and global veterans of foreign wars opposed 9305 will conduct an honor guard ceremony at the Veterans Memorial Wall at Buckley Park in El Centro. Ceremony will include a slow hand salute for those who did not come back from the war. It will all take place at 11 o'clock this morning. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An Imperial Valley native now serves on the California Supreme Court. Justice Patricia Guerrero was sworn in by Governor Gavin Newsom Monday afternoon in Sacramento. Justice Guerrero is an Imperial Valley native and a graduate of Imperial High School. She has served in private practice as an assistant U.S. attorney, trial court judge, and an appellate justice. Justice Guerrero will serve as the first Latina justice on the California Supreme Court bench. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Well, projects approved recently to improve air quality. Here's more on that story.
The projects were approved by the County Board of Supervisors, sitting as the Air Pollution Control Board. They approved 7 urban greening projects and 4 paving projects worth more than $6 million. Projects are funded through AB 617 Community Air Protection Program, or CAP. These projects will be located within the AB 617 Community Corridor of El Centro, Heber, and Calexico. Urban greening projects are at Imperial County Office of Education, City of El Centro, and 5 projects in the Heber Public Utility District. Paving projects are in the Heber Elementary School District, the Heber Public Utility District, Townsite of Heber, and the Central Union High School District. The paving projects have been shown to reduce particulate matter emissions. Urban greening projects have been shown to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
California Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal accident. The accident was reported shortly after 1 a.m. on Friday, March 25th. According to the CHP investigation, a woman was driving southbound on Bowker Road near Cole Road. The vehicle apparently drifted off the roadway and went into the Acacia Canal. A man driving a tractor in a nearby field called in the accident. Emergency crews were unable to get to the vehicle because of the depth of the water and the strong currents, and requested the IIVD divert the water from the canal. Once the water was diverted, firefighters used the jaws of life to access the vehicle, where they discovered the body of a 40-year-old woman, a resident of Calexico. Investigation confirmed that the woman was not wearing a safety belt at the time of the crash. The woman's identity has not been released. The accident remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California, making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West 8th Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, you'll be happy to hear this. The Children's Fair is back. This Saturday will be the 41st annual Children's Fair at Buckley Park in El Centro. It's a family-oriented event that celebrates children of all ages. There will be 2 entertainment stages showcasing local talent. Some of your favorite characters are walking around the park. Hay bale maze, games, prizes, train rides, fire trucks, and more. The Children's Fair will be this Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Well, the Century Enrollment Office and I-94 office is relocating. George Gale explains.
The offices are in Otay Mesa. Customs and Border Protection says construction has begun on the existing Otay Mesa pedestrian building, a doubling of the number of pedestrian processing facilities from 6 to 12 lanes. During the expansion, a Sentry enrollment office was relocated to the north side of the commercial annex building, and the I-94 processing office was located to the south side of the same building. Sentry office access is by appointment only to pre-approved applicants. A new address is 9725 Via de la Amistad. Information on Sentry and I-94 processing is available at the CBP website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A truck was stolen Sunday morning and recovered about 2 hours later. An employee of the United Parcel Service on Main Street reported seeing a woman attempting to get into a yellow Penske truck being used by UPS shortly before 8 a.m. El Centro police were able to track the vehicle and stopped it just north of the city shortly before 9 a.m. The truck was recovered, undamaged, and the woman driving it was cited and released for possession of stolen property. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Caroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, our widespread shower activity has moved eastward into Arizona. Look for temperatures well below average today. More tranquil weather, along with a gradual warming trend, is likely during the latter part of the week and through the weekend. 83 our high yesterday, 60 the low. Thunder, lightning, and trace amounts of precipitation last night. Today will be sunny with a high near 76, west wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 53, west wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 87, west wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at 58 degrees, 67% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
S&D Medical Services is here for you and your loved ones, providing the highest quality professional care with kindness and compassion. With many contracted providers, S&D has expanded its services, which include ASC Home Health Services, Coastal Hospice, at-home in-care services, and healthcare facility staffing. S&D Medical is a patient-centered, care-driven organization of agencies ready to fulfill all of your clinical and non-clinical service needs. Reach out to S&D Medical Management Services anytime at 760-676-4646.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, the UConn women's basketball team extended its streak of consecutive Final Four appearances to 14 last night. The number 2 seed Huskies defeated number 1 seed NC State 91-87 in double overtime. Meanwhile, the Louisville Cardinals held off Michigan Wolverines to complete the women's Final Four field as they continue to play. On Saturday, we've got action. March Madness continues. The Final Four on AM 1230, Villanova and Kansas, North Carolina and Duke. NBA action, taking a look at what happened with the big guys. The Nuggets top the Hornets 113-109. Cavaliers club the Magic 107-101. Hawks beat the Pacers 132-123. Heat hammered the Kings 123-100. Knicks over the Bulls 109-104. Raptors rolled in overtime. They beat the Celtics 115-112. Spurs edged the Rockets 123-120. Grizzlies beat up on the Warriors 123-95, and it was the Thunder in overtime beating the Trailblazers 134-131.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And taking a look at baseball, San Diego's right-hander Mike Clevenger is ready to roll. The 31-year-old Clevenger enters the season with no limitations following surgery in September of 2020. With his return to a rotation that includes Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove, and Blake Snell, well, the possibilities for the Padres seem endless. Let's wait and see who's still healthy as the season goes on. And Albert Pujols walked back into the world of the St. Louis Cardinals. It's his final season. The 42-year-old Pujols said yesterday, "It's my last run." Wearing a big smile and his familiar number 5 jersey, he emerged from beyond the right field wall at Roger Dean Stadium between the first and second innings and will finish out his Hall of Fame career as a Cardinal. And the Carolina Panthers haven't ruled out re-signing quarterback Cam Newton. Yeah, but Newton says he's looking at other options. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And a look at financial news with the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. By the way, they offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Russia's refusal to rule out nuclear war has put the world in an unsettling reality. The unthinkable is suddenly a possibility, if remote. One drug maker, Partner Therapeutics, isn't waiting to take action. The company said it is helping to ramp up supply in Europe of Leukein, a drug to treat acute radiation syndrome or radiation sickness from exposure to high-dose radiation during a nuclear emergency. Leukein is more widely and consistently used to reduce the incidence of severe and life-threatening infections in cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy as part of their treatment. Meanwhile, Tesla is asking its shareholders for permission to split its stock for a second time in 2 years. The split would come in the form of a dividend, which would pay shareholders additional shares. Most dividends pay cash to investors. The electric car maker did not give details about how many shares investors would receive. Its previous split in August of 2020 gave shareholders 5 shares for every share they own. Tesla's stock struggled in the early part of this year, but has been on a run since the company announced it received German government approval to deliver the first cars built at its new factory outside of Berlin. Shares are up 32% since just 2 weeks ago. And the market right now on the up. The Dow up 252 points at 35,207. The S&P 500 up 34 points at 4609. The Nasdaq up 170 points at 14,525. Gold down $33 an ounce. Oil off $3.33 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 76. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Tonight will be clear with a low around 53. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 87, west wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. And by the way, with all the thunder and the lightning and the big old raindrops, trace amounts of precipitation reported, at least in El Centro and at the airport in Imperial. We have 58 degrees, 66% relative humidity right now. The wind is calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
On the hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's breaking news from Washington. The Food and Drug Administration has just authorized another booster dose of the Pfizer or Moderna COVID vaccines for people who are 50 and older. It's recommended several months after the initial booster shot. NATO's Supreme Commander General Todd Walters before Congress this morning about the war in Ukraine.
This is a pivotal moment in Europe with generational implications.
And there is word of progress at peace talks in Turkey, and Russia says it has scaled back military operations in and around Kyiv. CBS's Holly Williams is west of the capital.
One of Russia's key demands is Ukrainian neutrality. Recently, Ukraine has said that it's open to discussing that. However, Ukraine also has a demand that there will be security guarantees. That is, guarantors like, for instance, the U.S., who are obliged to step in if Ukraine is attacked. So the idea is that Ukraine would not join NATO, but it would still have these security guarantees in place.
CBS News and the Washington Post have obtained White House records from the day the Capitol was attacked, and there's a 7.5-hour gap in entries in President Trump's call log and daily diary. CBS's Robert Costa.
The logs do show several incoming and outgoing calls on the morning of January 6th, including from Rudy Giuliani and former President Trump's chief strategist, Steve Bannon. Trump spoke with Bannon, who sources say told him to call Vice President Mike Pence and urge him to block certification of the election. Trump later did phone Pence, failing to persuade him, but that call is not listed in the records. There is a listing at 11:17 a.m. The president talked on a phone call to an unidentified person.
Well, stormy weather's on tap for the nation's midsection. Jim Cantori of the Weather Channel is tracking it.
We get started tonight. Dallas, Oklahoma City, you're in this. We may see thunderstorms a little farther north with this outbreak, so we're talking about Des Moines, maybe even Kansas City. The whole line just keeps on going as we work our way into Wednesday.
Well, overseas, Britain's Queen Elizabeth Elizabeth has attended a memorial service for her late husband, Prince Philip.
Royal fanfare for an increasingly rare royal appearance. The Queen, in a green suit and hat, entered through a side door of Westminster Abbey, a shorter walk for a 95-year-old monarch with increasing mobility issues. Hearing her late husband, Prince Philip, praised as a man who put privilege to work, understanding his rank as a spur to service. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
And on Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 251 points. The S&P 500 is up 33. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Gentlemen, you can easily find the best brands and fits for you without even trying. Just follow these simple instructions. Step 1. Shop somewhere that does all the work for you by customizing a selection for your taste and body. Step 2. Level up your closet with the best brands and fits with little or no effort. Not trying has never looked so good. Stitch Fix. We're so you.
Turns out taking a slap at the Oscars was good for business for Chris Rock.
He may have rubbed Will Smith the wrong way at the Oscars.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Chris Rock will be cashing in. Variety says demand and prices for his upcoming comedy tour have soared since Sunday night. Minimum ticket prices are up from $46 a seat to $341 on TickPick. And the secondary market platform says it sold more seats since the Academy Awards than it did in all of the past month. The tour kicks off April 2nd and includes stops in New York, Chicago, and Las Vegas. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Well, Smith apologized to Rock on Instagram. The Academy is still reviewing what happened. The TV audience for the show topped 15 million viewers. That's up from last year, but still below pre-pandemic levels. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
CBS News, the service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
Caroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Caroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.